I felt coming into the split that this would be the most competitive summer split of all time.
Watch any flash.
Yeah, wait.
Connected flash.
Yeah, they have any ult still. I'm gonna look any.
Any no flash. Go any.
Look here.
Any ulti, looks good.
We have 2-3 down for Immortals.
Finish.
Hitting tower. Okay, full hitting.
Oh my god, dude.
It's
It's a high.
Nice.
But NRG's winning to jump back into Berserker's already down. Fun with the slicing maelstrom on top of everybody. He's still got spend, but that's about it. Knock, it's FBI!
So I would say the offseason was organized chaos. It's never easy to change orgs. They put a lot of trust in us in terms of just bringing the league program on.
When NRG initially picked up CLG, I was surprised. I saw that CLG was going through like a rebrand, so I thought they'd be, like sticking around.
I heard about NRG, and then is it same NRG from long time ago? They bought the spot again, so I thought maybe that company is very passionate about this game.
I thought it was pretty surprising, as I think CLG had a pretty long history in the league. But ultimately, I decided to join NRG because there are a lot of familiar faces both in the coaching staff and the players, and I've actually played with everyone but Ignar on the team. On an individual level, my goals for this split, along with Ignar, to prove that we're one of the best bot lanes in the league.
FBI and Ignar definitely could be huge difference makers for this team.
I'm pretty excited to see what the summer split holds for us.
I think that this team is going to just show what they can do. I think they're going to be highs, they're going to be lows, but at the end of the season, end of the year, we're going to be very proud of what we did and the growth that we accomplished as a group of 5.
You don't believe me? It was like 5. Did you see my account? Did you see my account though? Yeah, I'm literally like actually fragging out every single game.
Yeah, I think Christian, he's just a really honest person. He's going to say what's on his mind. And sometimes you'll like what he says, sometimes you won't. But like at the end of the day, you need people like that to be a good team. You need people that are not afraid to be honest.
I think Ignar is a really great addition to our team. Even though he's like pretty soft-spoken in person, when he's in the game, sometimes when he notices like an angle or he is really being urgent on a team fight, his voice will carry above everyone else's.
Cannon's here. On any, guys.
Dokla is more of like a reserved player. He brings a lot of good vibes to the team, and he's always grinding at all hours of the day, watching VODs, going over his own gameplay, kind of talking about what he thinks is good, what he thinks he can do better, and stuff like that.
Contracts is one of those players that he's been around for a long time.
The man, the myth, the legend.
He is like pretty reserved in a way that you wouldn't expect, and so the way that I have to get him out of his shell is to just talk to him about anime or manga. Like he is full on a weeb, but in the best ways.
And then FBI, very uplifting. He's just joking with everything.
I'm more like a little cave goblin.
LCS being delayed for 2 weeks, it just means that it's just like 6 super weeks or 7, somewhere in there. So it's honestly a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it because, yeah, you just get a lot of time on stage, so that's always fun.
We're pretty confident going into the first week, but at the end of the day, we're just taking it week to week. Like win or lose, we just need to get better. At the end of the season is what we're looking at, and we need to be as good as we can be to playoffs.
They work really well, like cohesively in team fights, and I think that their macro is like decently good, like especially around JoJo.
I don't know if he started E or W second. We'll find out. They're looking for the gank. Body slam flash, and they connect the W. Don't even necessarily need a flash, but Armail gets it.
He absolutely dismantles NRG 2-1 here. Wow, Palafox is gonna die.
Oh,
yeah.
What? Contracts is waiting in the wings, has Keeper's Verdict, the flash forward from Dokla. Called the Forge God, but Armail flashes over, and nice interrupt from JoJo. The body slam denies the ultimate. Palafox is teleported back, but the jungler's already dead, and JoJo is absolutely smurfing this fight in the river.
All right, Gragas ultimate down is actually big. They go for the flash play. Palafox Uh-oh.
Oh, and the teleport's coming in. Revenge, who is your target? Who do you want to look for? Palafox is isolated out. He doesn't have to do anything. The unstoppable onslaught hits FBI in the face, and it buys time for the rest of Evil Geniuses to follow up. Armail was looking for a flash as he had the stun from the Annie as he possessed, but they can just kite on back. Dokla already used the Call of the Forge God to slow down the fight, but it's still a numbers advantage, and Jojo Peel's body slam flash! Oh my god, it's beautiful from Evil Geniuses! Decimating smash on top of it as well! They are wiping the floor with NRG!
Alright, they're going for it.
A flash from Palafox, he finds Jojo, but he goes golden with the stasis. Contract Penny with the body slam, him with the heroic charge. Oh, it's the Wombo bounce out once again! There's just no point. NRG, they're throwing everything they got, but everything they got is just not enough against Evil Geniuses.
In the EG game, we just messed up a lot early. There was that one time around mid where they were able to punish us when we put ourselves in a good situation before that. And then ever since then, we just weren't able to recover. Jojo was able to run the game on Gragas, and we weren't able to make a counterplay. We kind of just kept letting them do what they wanted to do.
When you're playing out the game, there are things that you could do to make sure that you don't get perfect game, but might be like, if you have a 1% chance of winning the game, but that 1% chance makes it more likely that you get perfect games, you're not going to take like the 5% scenario where you group up as 5 and you just like try to kill one person on the side lane, but then you lose your whole base, or you all group up and you try to siege a bot tower so that you can get one turret. Which is funny because I think after we got perfect games, FlyQuest had been watching right before their match, and then when they played out their match against 100 Thieves, they nearly got perfect game by 100, but they took one tower.
There's a dredge line teleport coming in,
Double TP.
multiple from both sides. FBI effectively brought out of the fight, has to flash away. The Ornhorn has been drawn, and we'll get a knock up on to 1. Can the team respond? We have 2-3 down for Immortals. Balulu attempting to escape the onslaught of damage from NRG, but he cannot. The stun up onto Dokla, who's keeping the eyes onto Tactical. The Ornhorn drawn and Treat separated from the rest of the team by contracts. Dokla escaping over the wall with a counter strike, but it's donezo for Dokla. 2 fallen for NRG, but the fight's still going. FBI got that cat once again, trying to get the last hits onto Solo, charging forward towards the Sejuani. Contracts knocked up but not knocked down. Double kill for FBI. NRG taking them down the fastest way they can, but Palafox one coming right back into it, rooting onto Kenvi. Everyone's having to protect against the waves crashing into this base. A 3rd inhibitor threatening to fall now at the hand of NRG, wanting to close this game. 2 members down for Immortals. NRG looking to outmatch them and set a very different tone from what we saw yesterday.
Immortals as a team is... I'm kind of unsure, honestly. I don't really know what their identity is. They kind of have a bit of everything. I think right now it's probably just the tactical show. He's playing well, and you know, he's pretty strong mechanically, and in team fights he's always a threat. So I think their team just kind of plays around him only. The turning point of the IMD game was definitely around the top side red fight, around 30 minutes or so in the game. We ended up losing that one, and then they got Baron, and that's when we started taking a back step. And I don't think we played the team fights in that game very correctly.
Tactical one, but Kenvi right in the center of them all. Walk onto FBI, who has to be resurrected after being burned down. And Contracts low as well. FBI eliminated from NRG, and Immortals sends them packing.
Oh my god, they're gonna push for the win here for sure. They're gonna try to do it, we'll see.
Tactical ripping up too much damage. Immortals begin their ascent.
Kind of gave Affiliates a lot of free money, so definitely sucks to lose when you're down 10k, or up 10k rather.
Looking. Can you ready? Look at Renekton, look at Renekton,
guys.
Renekton's dead.
Looking good, go. I'm ready, I'm ready.
Annie can turn on us.
Guys, don't care. I have ulti, don't care.
Look. Yeah.
Annie no flash. Oh me.
We win. Nice.
Looking me.
Wait a second.
I'll walk with you.
Yeah.
Okay, stop. Talk a little bit more,
Okay,
Dokla go fight.
Look Lee.
Okay.
He's dying. Lee.
Nice.
Do you have smite?
Yeah, it's his.
Focus. Nice.
Yeah, I'd say the win against the Thieves was really important, especially because of the first 2 games of the week that we played, where one was a disgusting perfect game and the next was a disgusting throw. So it just felt good to finally get a win under that belt.
I think what happened that day was my bot side was playing really well. I put myself in a position to win, and then my bot lane with jungle like did something really well, got an advantage, swapped, and then I kind of didn't get to play in my 1v1 for a while, but like we're winning, so it didn't really matter. Like as long as I just didn't like play overly aggressive, even if it would like result in me punishing my lane more, like the only way that 100 Thieves could win is if I wanted to like ego on their mid, and I was just like, okay, we'll probably win the game if I do absolutely nothing. So.
Kajik's careful.
No, they don't see me, guys. I have hiding spot.
Okay, any, go. Any.
We go renekton after.
Hit front. There you go.
Big stun. Look.
Just think about Derry.
Finally, boys.
We love to see it. It's the first one of many.
Well, I think in the tail game, they had a pretty interesting draft idea.
Can they be bot too? Yo, they're on it, guys.
Okay,
Do we have help here?
I don't have ulti.
Look here. Look. Bye.
Vice target.
Flash.
Okay, nice.
Okay, kiting, guys. Look, bye. Bye.
Hi, 1 HP.
Roll's low.
Roll is one.
Watch cannon. Cannon flash in. Let's go cannon.
Hit front, guys. Samira. Out. Play out.
Okay. This guy flash.
Can we dive?
Oh, W?
Yo.
Oh, she has no W. No, she has nothing.
There's flash, right?
That's flash.
Cannon has TP wings up. Has ult. Okay, that's cannon.
Cannon TP.
The long set.
Yo, buy no flash here, guys. Buy no flash. Go buy. Kill buy. Front.
Come in.
Yeah. Look by.
I'll take
Go.
Time tank. Okay.
Rel's on me, guys. Samir.
Look at Samir.
Look at Samir, guys.
Samir. She has ult. Do you have CC?
I have nothing.
If he walks up.
I have 3 at him now.
Okay, let's go. No.
I mean, we need Alistar number 1.
Go Samir.
Okay, I don't have anything.
Molly.
Shielding.
Samir.
Yo, Samir.
Yeah, Samir's dead.
Yo, kill buy.
The one could go over. The one dead? Look,
Yo, bye.
Keep TPing.
Someone mark Cannon.
I cannot.
It's bad. Run.
Okay.
Run.
I'll die. Just run.
Okay.
Goodbye,
Just be GG's.
Yeah. Looks like a GG.
I don't know what can I do.
I don't know. You didn't start yet.
Yeah.
I played the Dragonflight bad.
We kind of once again didn't really give ourselves like a fair shot to kind of compete in the game. We made a few fundamental errors early on in the game.
I assumed that their jungler had based because he had like 24 CS. He overstayed to gank top, and then my jungler took his bot side camps, or was going to take his raptors, which is why I felt safe like pushing hard because I wanted to base after. And then instead of basing their jungler, just ganked mid and I had no flash, so I died. And then I was like, okay, that sucks.
We struggled after we lost an early dragon fight, and they were able to kind of take the lead and snowball from there. We weren't really sure how to play our comp from behind, and we didn't connect well on the opportunities that we had.
He's fine laning and he's also fine fighting. But like, fighting for me is more beneficial because.
Well, you should be strong in the fight, no?
Yeah, I mean,
like even.
I think we just misplayed the fight. Like.
Yeah, that's what I think as well.
I'll say our takeaway from that game once again is just we have to be more disciplined and we really need to work on our team fundamentals in order to give ourselves like completely fair opportunities to win the game later on.
Focus rift first, guys.
Yeah, we got rifts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maokai flash in, looking Graves.
Okay.
Rakan.
Looking Graves, guys. I'm kiting, guys.
I need help.
On me.
Okay.
Hit front, guys. Just hit front.
I can win here.
Yeah, Graves, no flash.
Yeah, no flash Cassante.
Okay, just play out.
Oh. Okay, they're pushing you out. We cannot steal. We need to fight a little. Play fight. They're
Look Jinx.
Do you have flash W? I'm coming over.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll look on Jinx, okay?
I'm running.
Rakan
Looking Rakan. Jinx 1, no flash.
Jinx, no flash.
Jinx, no flash.
Nice.
I'll take my
Okay. It's fun.
Oh, we're getting.
Oh,
Sky back, Sky back.
Okay, flushed in.
My bad this game, guys. Sorry, guys.
All good. Didn't play good either.
My gosh, I almost ulted forward.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to do a bunch of this game. Or at the end.
I think in the TSM game, we played with very little confidence.
We really played with low confidence throughout the whole game.
It kind of came down to a confidence issue, I think.
We were scared. I think that was why we lose. Yeah.
I mean, it definitely showed. I felt like we kind of just rolled over and died in that game.
We honestly lost a Rift Herald fight 5v3. And in hindsight, I mean, all the players are like, you know, how can we lose this fight? All we have to do is like go aggressively or fight together or not kind of like completely split up. So once again, that was like a big wake up call. Like TSM is supposed to be a team that we beat consistently and we were not able to beat them on stage. We just need to be more confident, and it starts in practice, making sure that we're confident in all the plays that we do. We're building that consistency so that when we go on a stage, we can, you know, beat teams like TSM consistently.
Let's just be confident. We're going to have some agency with our champions. Be confident in our fights and just go in. When we see a good angle, be confident and trust each other. We got this. Just make sure that we fight on our terms, okay? Our terms.
I just got one thing to add. I did speak to FBI and Igna and a few boys separately. It's like a lot of people come out of games and they're like, I just got to stop doing something. I got to stop inting or stop this. Different mindset. Elite sport players and the best players in the world never think like, I got to stop doing this. You're good at your communication, your laning, you're good with mechanics. You have mechanics, you know how to play the map. Like you can plan the early game. Think about what you bring to the team initiative, like what you guys all bring to the team individually and as a team. Don't worry about mistakes. Focus on what you do well. And you focus on what you do well, you will fit on every team in this league. I promise you. I promise you. That's a different mindset you need to adopt today. Yes? NRG on 3.
Yeah, it's fine, go guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
1, 2, 3.
Contracts is going in after Blabber, spinning around with Cyclone number 2. They mark him with the plasma, but Blabber's kept alive for now. Blabber getting the kill back on Contracts first, but the junglers are traded 1-for-1. Berserker wants to get away and Sven's still attacked. Doper with the flash into the skies to try to bring him down. Palafox gets him. There's that loot pinata, baby. Who's gonna bring the back? It's a double kill.
You guys think Energy's actually ahead in this game? Hold on, never mind.
I don't even need to ask. They're already winning the 2v2. Contracts wants to go in and pick one up on Fudge because the 3v2 is the reality here. Blabber wants a little more damage. Uh-oh. He face checks Energy. That stopwatch is going to give him a second to try to stay alive, but he drops. M&S cannot bring the backup in time. Now a stopwatch coming out of him. Berserker is locked down and blown up. Energy are doing it. Nobody else has got it done so far this summer in the LCS, but Energy are splattering Cloud9. And for Energy, you love to see what these guys can do, man. They find their win. It's 20-8. They're feeling great.
Definitely felt good to beat C9, mostly for us. I'm not even thinking too much about them. It's good to just show each other that we can all compete with the best. We can out-macro them, we can out-team plate them, we can be better laners than them. And when we play well and we have good fundamentals, we hit our base timers, all that stuff, like we can beat the best teams in the league.
I think we all realized like, just go in, like no more just standing back and waiting for things to happen to us, just like really take it into our own hand. The team and I definitely had like an all or nothing kind of mindset. I mean, we had nothing to lose. So, you know, go in there, play our game, and you know, that's exactly what happened.
I like their players, but it feels so good to beat them. Yeah, it's just like the biggest dopamine hit ever.
It felt pretty good. Like every win feels really good, but especially it was a little bit better feeling because we just beat like undefeated team. So we got more confidence as a team. If we are like on good draft or good 5, we can beat anyone like this. So yeah, just felt really good.
After our match against TSM, we kind of pinpointed that like we're just going to kind of play a composition that is aggressive, something that we're going to have confidence taking all the little skirmishes against. And so leading into our game against C9, we were really set on what type of style we wanted to have going into the game.
I didn't play necessarily like perfect or like insanely well, but like we played good enough where we can beat the top team. So it was a bit of like a relief again. It's like, okay, like we were going on a pretty bad side. Like we were like 1-4 at that point. So 1-5 would have been pretty disastrous. It's more of like a relief and a confidence boost because like we can compete with everyone. It's just we need to be on point and on form.
The most difficult thing about the split so far has been the sudden meta change for sure, and kind of just getting to know one another. You know, I've played with FBI and Ignar in the past, but it was years ago, so everyone changes over time, and just being able to learn their habits and get to know each other better and, you know, make sure we're on the same page has been, you know, very difficult, but that doesn't mean it's not impossible, and I'm fairly confident in the progress that we're making. Golden Guardians as a team is a team that plays pretty smart and aggressive. I'd say River and Huhi are a pretty competent jungle support duo.
Their greatest strength is their resilience. I think no matter how bad the game state gets for them, I think they're able to find plays to get back into the game.
It was a back and forth banger where, you know, I feel like we're in a position to win, and then the next minute we're in a position to lose.
Front! Azir behind, no flash. Kill Jack, guys.
Yeah, Jack's dead.
Triss is in. I'm looking at Azir. Azir no flash, guys. Azir no flash. Okay,
go
in. No.
Not dead.
Okay, back on Baron, guys. Back on Baron.
Yeah, go.
Finish.
How much?
He's in.
Last gun.
Got it. Kill it. Push up here, guys.
Yes, they're looking.
Look.
Okay. He's dead.
Nice.
Looking Jack's.
I'm okay.
I'm going.
Look.
Yeah,
Nice. Okay, go. Nice, commit.
Right before the game ended, Contract's made a big play. He's like, just look on his here, let's go. And then I'm calling out numbers. We see 2, we see 3, and then
Gory was on a ward, but he didn't know it was warded, and you know, he walked up too far. I ring-queued him, and you know, we took advantage of their mistake. Yeah, I mean, after we kill 4 of them, late game, the death timers were like 50 seconds, so I have a lot of time to just end after that.
Seconds can feel like an eternity here if NRG just close out the game right here, right now. Teleport is coming in from Dokla. They burned down one Nexus turret easily. This could be it. NRG! They had to fight through thick and thin, but they finally did it! For the longest game of the LCS year, NRG take down Golden Guardians!
FlyQuest is, I think they're a strong team. They have like a lot of talent, but they're just not really clicking on stage, whether it's like something going wrong early or their drafts haven't been too solid. So they're still trying to figure out their identity as a team.
Well, they were supposed to be like the super team, but when we played them, they were 1-6. So, you know, obviously not the best start for them. So going into that match, thought we'd have a pretty good chance.
Yeah. Felix is really far north. Felix north.
Can we go forward? Yeah. Go forward.
Yeah.
Look, reconnecting, guys.
Yeah. Try to focus connecting.
Yeah.
Nice. Play top turret in Herald.
We want to push them off mid. We want to push them off mid too.
Run their shield.
Okay, Felix is really low.
Yeah. Look, reconnecting, guys.
Front. Okay. Yeah.
Hit reconnecting.
Felix is over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Careful.
Hit front.
Careful of
Slow.
Play together.
Yeah.
Just play up poke.
Play poke. My W 7 seconds.
Okay, 80 to ult. Just keep playing up poke, guys.
Yeah.
Can we start walking forward a bit? Take more space.
Yeah. Turret.
Okay. Finish, guys. Look. No, bad.
When is ulti?
Yo, don't die, I'm pushing top.
It's fine.
Don't die, I'm pushing top.
Okay.
Ulti time?
I can mid, yeah.
Okay, I can go.
I have ulti 20 seconds after Dragon, okay?
And I can catch middle.
I mean, you need to be in the group now.
Okay.
Again, we were in a pretty good position in the game, and then I think we got a bit hasty with our setup, and we ultimately ended up chasing to top side, burning our TP when we have really full control of the game because we're pushed mid and in both side lanes. And that caused us to not panic start Nash, but
we ended up like hitting Nash to try to get Tristana's TP because I TP'd up to help the play. And I mean, the enemy is just 50-50 Nash. We lost to 50-50. They got Nash. Their carries got the 2 items when like I was so far ahead in that game that like if we didn't do anything, we just would have won. So
we should be ready to fight here, guys.
Yeah. I'm coming over.
Can we look?
Yeah, looking. Renekton's kind of...
Yeah, Renekton, guys.
They're flipping dragon.
Yeah. Ult, yeah.
How are we gonna... you should ult. I mean, we should... Shouldn't we just fight?
Flip it.
Look at Trist.
Yeah, damaging Trist.
Flip it.
Okay.
Down.
GG. GG.
Too impossible, man.
GG.
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 Honestly, after the FlyQuest game, I remember just feeling very upset and angry. It's been a while since I've been that mad at myself for a game, or that mad in general, but I remember I was very frustrated, and because we just had that game in the bag and kind of just threw it away. So just a lot of wins that we could have had this split in general so far. Dignitas as a team is really similar to us last split, or like the years before. They're kind of an underdog team, and they have strong pieces on their squad, and it's kind of, they give you the unexpected gameplay that people don't really look at.
Ulti.
I can root.
Yeah, come here, root. Looking, stunning.
Yeah.
The Corey.
Go.
Looking Zaya. Zaya's one.
I can root in 2 seconds.
Nice.
I can root.
Okay.
Pop flash.
Nice.
Here we go. Hey, turret.
I'm on Ori.
Yeah.
Ori's low.
Ori.
Ori's dead.
Take it.
Yeah, let's Kai.
Kai.
Yeah.
I'm done. Oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
No flash.
Okay, I want to go towards top. But wait, we don't have ults. It's the only problem.
No aftershock. Careful, Ori ball.
Okay. Work on. Watch Ori ball.
It's bad, guys. It's really bad.
They have essential.
They're going. Look here, maybe.
It's slow fight.
Okay.
Buy your kind of ults and then flashes.
Yep.
That game also felt like it slipped from us.
Like we got caught on mid, and then we lose the fight 2 times in a row, and then Illaoi moved down, and then we just lose again too. So I think these 3 mistakes, big mistakes, straight was really big. Yeah.
Honestly, the game should have been over. I think they just misexecuted, but we were able to get Baron.
Yeah, our call to go Baron when they were going for a Nexus is kind of like, like a last breath call. I feel us collectively as a team just all started screaming Baron. I think we got 2 or 3 picks at the time, and our only play was really to rush Baron and then just recall.
From then on, I think it was like, you have to worry about the backdoor, but we kind of got caught up in all of that and forgot about their engage potential with Rakan, and he got a really nice flank on us, and we just lost the game like that.
I just felt really wanted to win, and then we were winning and we lose again when we were winning, so it feels just sad, and then especially against my old team. So yeah, I really wanted to win and it didn't happen, so a bit sad. Yeah.
Nice try. Oh, this game should have been won so early, I think. But it's okay.
I forgot about Rakan's roam on mid, and then just like trying to think about how to connect as well. So it's like, I don't know.
I should have just ran mid one time off.
Okay. Obviously, week 3 wasn't something that was like, the best case scenario. Obviously, we went 1 and 2, but we still do have things that we can be proud of from that week. And what we can take away from this week 3 is we did really well on the steps to get there, but now we just need to finish on closing it and making sure we keep growing our lead and really close out the mid game well. I feel like that's the #1 thing that we have to work on.
Like we lose by small mistakes and no confidence like this stuff. We will try to make sure couple it and then try to do better.
We're just getting better day to day, week to week, and we're excited to be able to show you guys what we can do as the season goes on.
It's been a bit of a rocky ride so far, but I think as a team we are making a lot of progress.
We still want to be the team that is the most exciting and the most fun to watch in the league, but we also want to bring that consistency to the point where it's not frustrating to see us make like simple mistakes that we know that we're better than.
Ultimately, what matters is to the best team is by playoffs.